Well, fall is definitely coming. When we start seeing those on the house, we know that it's getting close. And the leaves are starting to turn. And the rain is also upon us. It is definitely time to start heading south. We just have to wait for the truck to be done, and then we'll be on our way.
It's clear to see from up here, the world seems small.
Well, I came back over to this apple tree. The rain has kind of subsided a little bit, so I can come out here. I'm going to go ahead and pick some of these, cut them up and put them in the freezer. Not a whole lot, because I don't have a whole lot of room in that freezer, but it will be nice to have some apples from the property while we're traveling. Scott loves pork chops and applesauce, and it's really easy to just take them and put them in a little bit of water and let them simmer, and then put them over pork chops, which is one of his favorite dinners. So I will do that. And as you guys can see, Wandering Jimmy is no longer here. He has ventured off up by the Cascade, or not Cascades, up by the Olympics. He is going to go up there and explore that area a little bit. And Scotty and I were thinking about heading up there, but we're just kind of waiting to get notice about the truck to see if we should take off up there or if we need to stick around the property to go get the truck. So we'll know that later on this afternoon and let you guys know. Alright, so we heard back from the truck people. What'd they say?
At this point, they had to pull a little more apart because the paint was peeling inside the cab, and they are hoping to have it done by Friday this week. Today is Tuesday. I don't know.
And that's if it all goes well.
If all goes well. So that's where we're at. We want to get back on the road. This is killing me now.
Yeah, so we were thinking about going up to the Olympics, grabbing the tent and possibly doing that, but we're still in limbo. We just don't know what to do. And what were you just up searching for on the computer?
I was looking for different Nerf bars for the truck because they said they cut the old ones off, but they couldn't find anything to replace them with. I'm kind of confused there. I like my old ones. And then I was also looking for LED lights for the camper, and for some reason now I can't find them at a reasonable price anymore now that I'm home. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and we don't really use a whole lot of lighting in the camper, but it is nice to get all those replaced.
Yeah, we have one. One of our friends at RTR gave me one, and now I can't find any more without paying $8 a piece.
And somebody suggested that we should have two solar systems up on the, or panels, two solar panels on the roof. Why do we only have one?
Because Miss Carolyn gave me one, and it's 50 watt, and just haven't had a chance to buy another one. I think 50 watts will work fine. We have two generators for the system, and the truck charges.
Yeah, and we just don't use a lot of power in here.
No.
We really use our Lucy lights a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why we do that. I think we've just gotten used to doing that, but it just works well for us. Lucy lights are great.
Oh, I think so. For some reason we only have two now. I don't know where one went. Unless I left it up on the top of the camper and drove away.
Yeah, Scotty puts them on the top of the camper through the hatch, and then he...
that way they get good sunlight.
And then we can just grab them in the evening time, but we may have driven off with one.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
Because I haven't found it, and I got a feeling it's somewhere on the road.
Anyways, guys, that's what we're doing. We're just trying to figure out if we want to take off, go to the Olympics, or if we want to stick around here in case our truck gets done sooner.
Right.
We have got itchy feet. Big time.
It's taken all the same amount of time to get the truck fixed as it did for them to do the first repair, which they didn't do adequately. So.
Right, but I think we're in safe hands this time.
Absolutely.
And our truck will always be warranted because we went through the shops that our insurance told us. So we're not too worried about it, but we don't want to be stuck again like this.
Well, at least we have a rig to drive this time.
Yeah.
The last time it was not fun.
Right. Okay, guys, so just trying to keep you guys caught up on what's going on with the truck. And if we take off and go camping, we'll take you guys with us. Just don't know yet.
Or we'll take you a walk in the park.
Yeah, we'll take you guys somewhere. We miss communicating with you. All right. This is what happens when I send you to the grocery store by yourself.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. These are one of my most favorite things ever. And I haven't had them in a long time.
And we're trying to figure out if that's going to fit in there.
Both those?
I've done pork ribs before, which are smaller. No, we can't do that.
Done. Turn the power on. We're good to go.
No, that's not happening. So really, he got his ribs, which he was really wanting. And we got enough because we're going to actually feed a couple people. And let's see what else he got to make. Oh, beans. He wants beans. And mustard. And of course, you gotta have the barbecue sauce. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Oh, he wants a lot of beans. Maybe they were on sale. Oh, got himself some pickles. He always likes his pickles. Real mayo. And, okay, well, that's what he got. And some eggs. Not bad. I guess I can make him some, ribs, beans, and potato salad. Something that I forgot to tell you guys about the other day when I made that video about the apple cobbler or apple crumb is how to start your stove or your oven. So this is pretty simple here. For lighting the top of the stoves, all you do is push in, turn it to whatever you want. This one kind of is funny. You have to turn it all the way down, and then you just click it, and it comes on. And then you just turn them off, and they're all good to go. The oven is a little bit different. So the oven, you have to turn to pilot light, and you have to hold it in, and you have to open up the door and stick the lighter in there and light the back. So it's a little bit more complicated, but I hear a lot of times that women and men don't want to use their ovens because they think that they're kind of scary and they just don't know how to use them, so they don't bother to. But it's really easy to use, you guys. All you do is, like I said, turn it here, push in, and then light it, and I'll show you guys that as soon as I get the camera set up. I can't hold the camera and do that at the same time, so hopefully you guys will be able to see that and I'll be able to reach in there. So I've got it pushed in up there, and then you just come down here, and sometimes it takes a minute, and then it turns on, and then I wait just a second, and then I turn it on, and you might have heard a little bit like a little poof sound. That's just the gas coming, the propane coming out there. And then you can turn it on to whatever temperature you want. But it's that simple. Some people leave that pilot light going. I always turn mine off. I don't leave the pilot light on. It just seems a little bit dangerous to me. Plus it wastes your propane. So I would much rather just turn it on every single time because I don't use the oven that often, so it would be quite a waste. But there you go, guys. It's not that hard to use it. So I hope that helped a few of you. Got my potatoes all in there, and I don't peel my potatoes. I just put a little poke in them so that they won't explode. And then I put them on 400, and I'll bake them probably, I would think, about 35 to 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, but they're pretty small potatoes. I'm gonna make Scotty this potato salad, and I I had some hard-boiled eggs. We always put an H on them just so that we know. One day Scotty forgot to do that and I cracked an egg open and it was a raw, or it was a, I wanted a raw egg, but it was a hard-boiled egg, so we've always done this little H on them so we know not to grab those for regular eggs. Anyways, I'm going to make him potato salad, but it's baked potato salad. I've got potatoes cooking in the oven, and I always do twice the amount of eggs, hard-boiled eggs, as I do potatoes. So if I have 6 potatoes, then I'm going to do 12 hard-boiled eggs. And I've got 3 ready that I had in there, and I just want to use these up, and then I'm going to cook the boil the rest in just a minute. And I always put a little bit of onion in there. I'm going to cut up some of this other onion because I'm making beans, and I always add beans or onion to my beans. So we'll just get it all done. Get all the onions done now so I can stop crying about it. Anyways, let's see. As soon as those potatoes are done, I'll show you how I do that. And don't worry guys, this isn't going to become a cooking channel. Scotty and I are just we're just trying to fill our time right now, just waiting for that truck to get done, and I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing about the truck as well. So Scotty's got really itchy feet today. He's off again to go to another store to try to find lights. He couldn't find them at Walmart, so he's going to go ahead and go down to the store and see if he can find them at the RV store, which I think is going to be kind of expensive, but he'll do okay. He won't spend more than he needs to on them. Anyways, alright, I'm going to go ahead and crack the eggs, get my other eggs on, and we'll see you guys in a minute. So no luck, huh?
Well, I mean, yeah, I can find the 12-volt light bulbs at $81 for 6 of them for the interior thing lights, and it's not going to happen. No.
Lucy lights, they're better.
Yeah, absolutely. I can buy a bunch of those.
So Joey's in here. He's working on the computer, playing around with that. Say hi to everybody, Joe. Hi. They all love your dimples.
Where'd you get the dimples from?
Oh, that would be Mom. So I've got my eggs boiling over there. I've got some of my potato salad going.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep, Osh gave me that.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for those to boil off, and then I'll go ahead and... Oh, and I'm waiting for the potatoes too to get done in there, and then I'll go ahead and finish up the potato salad, and then I'll get Scotty's ribs cooking.
Perfect.
Alright, so I got my potatoes all out, and then I let them cool down for about 5 minutes, and then I just peel them while they're still hot. But you have to have something on your hand or you'll burn the heck out of yourself. And you could leave these, for red potatoes, you could leave the skin on if you guys don't mind that, but I tend to like to have the skin off. And I already did a couple over here, so got a few more to do, and then I'll put the potato salad all together. Scotty's got the grill started, and he's going to put the ribs on in just a minute. Alright, and I leave my potatoes really big, and there's no precision in cutting them. I like to make them kind of rough cut, and of course I'm doing that with one hand right now. But just cut them and keep them chunky. That's kind of another thing about this potato salad, is it's not that chunky, but like that. It's just better that way for some reason. But if you like little tiny pieces, you can do that as well. It's not a big deal. And like I said, just rough cut them. Then you kind of get different pieces, and just all good. Alright, so I did put a couple of the eggs in there because they were already cooked up. The other ones are still cooking a little bit. I put mayonnaise, mustard, dill, salt and pepper, mustard, and what else did I put in there? Oh, and celery salt. And that's it. And then go ahead and just whip that all together, and then once the other eggs are done, I'll add those in there too. And I put a lot of mayonnaise in there because it's a creamy potato salad as well. It's kind of a potato salad that's all just big, chunky, creamy, really eggy potato salad. That barely fit in my little oven. But that's 2 racks of ribs, so you can do it. It's not too big. All right, well, I had the ribs in there for about 30 minutes actually, and Scotty's gonna take
turn on some
them,
lights.
take them and put them on the Barbie, so you can open them, make sure there's, I don't know, I usually put a little bit of juice in them when I'm doing pork ribs, but beef ribs, I just let them, yeah. So they basically, see there's a lot of juice in there, so you really don't need to add any. And I just put salt. Girl, that's enough.
I know it smells great.
Girl knows ribs. Shh. Girl knows that there's ribs. I know you will get some of these tonight. We can't give her pork ones, but she can definitely have some of these. So we're going to put these on the Barbie. They're already cooked. Put them on the Barbie and get some barbecue sauce on them. And
Yummy, yummy.
that's
my
Scott's-
fave. That's why, well, girl knows what's going on because every time I cook them, she loves to get the bones.
Yeah. So that's Scotty's job, to put them on the barbecue. All right.
Yummy.
What is it, girl? She keeps walking away and then walking back here.
I know, baby.
I know, girl.
Yum, yum. How's that look, Joey? Like it's gonna be awesome, huh?
Okay, ribs are all done. Joey went out and picked some grapes and some beans. The potato salad's all done. We even have some fresh flowers on the table. Alright guys, thanks for joining us for our barbecue. And we'll catch you guys in a few days. And don't worry, as you can see, girl didn't get left out.
And I didn't get left out either. Leftovers. Unfortunately, we did eat all the potato salad. I tried to hide some, but it got found.